Welcome back to Blades in the Dark. When last time we left these wanted criminals and no-do-gooders, they had just completed their heist and they're getting ready for some downtime, some relaxation. And the players, by extension, is about to learn just how difficult it actually is to relax in a city like this and how much it takes from you. Now, we will be doing a quick introduction. We have Nari with us today, playing as Nadya MacTavish Viper. We have Cyntari playing as Slide Desmond Lane, or Deadman's Lane. We have Nexus as Whispered Justice McGregor, also known as Lil Mac. And Soundscream is not here right now, but will be joining us shortly as Salt and his many, many other personalities. I mean, identities. Right. So we are moving in directly into downtime, since that is where we left off last time. Your heist went off more or less without a hitch. But you were spotted a little. It didn't go completely without a hitch. And as a result, you did catch a tiny bit of heat, but nothing you can't handle. So today we will be looking at downtime. Now, downtime is a part of this game that you get in between each quote-unquote heist or score or whatever you want to call them. Basically, whenever you finish a quote-unquote chapter, we'll be doing some downtime. Now, during downtime, many things can be done. But we'll be going over the most important ones first. Give me a moment. There it is. So, there are 6 core things you can do during your downtime. Any other, you can also ask me about other activities. We'll find a way to work it in. Now, you can perform 2 of these activities free of charge. You just get these 2 activities. However, if you want to do more activities than those 2, then you will need to either spend 1 coin or 1 reputation. Reputation is, of course, your shared a shared thing for your crew, as is the coin, unless your character happens to have their own coin. Coin can be spent from the crew or from your personal stash to give you more downtime. Okay? Now, we'll briefly go over what the different downtime activities are. The first one is acquire temporary use of an asset. You roll the crew's tier. The result indicates the quality of the asset. It goes from inferior, standard to fine. And on a crit, you'll even get exceptional. You can spend more coin to bump the result beyond exceptional to reach higher tiers, but it costs 2 coin per level to do so. So basically, if you're looking for a piece of equipment that your gang didn't have, like let's say that you wanted to do a heist on the lake, like in the water, and you didn't have a boat, you could use your downtime to basically acquire a boat. The next thing you can do is that you can either start or work on a long-term project. Whenever we do that, we'll set a clock for your project, and you basically get to roll the trait that we associate with that project, and you get to mark a number of sections equal to how well you roll. It will always be at least 1, so there's no penalties for rolling bad. It's just, it will not go as fast as it could have. Next up is recovery. This allows you to tick your healing clock. Basically, if you had any form of harm on your character sheet, this is how you'd get rid of that. And now we'll get to the 3 ones I imagine are going to be the most interesting for you this time around. The first one is reduce heat. You explain to me how you want to reduce the heat on your crew. We roll an action, and then we reduce the heat accordingly. If you get between a 1 and a 3, we reduce the heat by 1. If you get a 4 to 5, we reduce it by 2. If you get a 6, we reduce it by 3. And if you get multiple 6s, we reduce the heat by 5. And any one of you can start working on the heat for the crew. And, a little bit of heat is fine. A lot of heat is not good. Because eventually heat is going to take over into wanted. And wanted, you cannot fix. Heat, you can fix.
We buy an air condition.
Well, there is one way where you can fix wanted, and that is by sending someone to prison.
Okay.
The next thing you can do is that you can train. This allows you to mark 1 experience point for an attribute or for your playbook. However, keep in mind that your crew is able to gain basically training facilities as an upgrade. If you look at your crew, you currently have it for prowess. So if you decide to use downtime to train prowess, you'll be marking 2 experience instead of 1. And the final thing you can do is that you can indulge your vice. You visit the purveyor of your vice and roll a number of dice equal to your lowest attribute. Then you clear stress equal to the highest die result. If you clear more stress than you had marked, you overindulge. Overindulge can be bad. If you do not or cannot indulge your vice during your downtime, you take stress equal to your current trauma. Since none of you have trauma right now, there's no penalties for you not indulging your vice. Does anyone have any questions about the different activities?
Yes, the indulge vice and the die rolls. You clear stress equal to your highest die result. So, for example, you roll 6. Then you clear 6 levels of stress. If you have more, then you have the overindulge.
No.
Yes, that is correct. Well, almost.
It's the other way around, right?
Sorry,
if you clear more stress than you
Yes.
had?
Like, if you had 5 points of stress and you clear 6, then you overindulge.
Okay.
Like, if you had 5 points of stress and you only cleared 4, then you would just still have the 1 point of stress when going into the next mission.
So, for example, I have 3 stress now. If I roll a 4 or above, I overindulge.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
Yes.
There is some abilities on some characters, such as the spider, which can help when indulging in vices to make sure that people don't overindulge, or if the spider really wants to, make sure that they do overindulge.
Oh, that is a mean thing.
Basically, the
Would
spider.
never do that.
One of the things the spider can do is that if they are tagging along for your indulging a vice, meaning that you're doing it at the same location, they can up or down the result of your dice by up to 2. So let's say you roll a 6, and they're like, "Oh, that's above what you need. Yeah, I'm gonna lower it by 2." Alternatively, they can also go, "You have 5 stress and you rolled exactly a 5. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to push that one up a little."
That's just mean.
It is, and remember that one of the rules of this game is don't be a rat. Because rats get stabs.
Yes.
So, that's
Blob.
Yeah?
Give me the nub.
It's there.
It is already back.
It's... Ah, phew. Good.
It was already back.
It wasn't back on my screen.
I can
But
remove
then somehow the stream was frozen.
I can remove it again if you'd like.
No.
Never.
I also have this. I don't think that worked. No, it didn't.
Nope.
Oh, that's because I didn't have the Christmas one set up. I used to have a Christmas blob as well set up.
Anyways.
Yeah. So.
Meat blob it is.
No. So we'll go through you, and we'll do it so each of you get to do one downtime activity, then we'll go back around. And when Sunscreen gets here, I'll tell him what you guys did for your downtime, and then he can do whatever he wants for his downtime.
Right.
That good with everyone?
Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
In that case, we are going to start with Lil Mac. Lil Mac, what is the first downtime activity you're doing?
Well, I would like to train.
Okay, what are you training?
I would like to work on my prowess.
All right, so basically doing some Thief 1 tutorial stuff?
Yep.
Ye-
Trying to sharpen my skills a little bit.
Makes a good amount of sense. Go ahead and mark off 2 experience. There's no role involved for training. You just spend to do so.
Yeah.
Desmond, what are you doing with your first downtime?
Well, the idea I had in mind is, since we're working in home territory, just to see how things are going, is to check on the docks, the vibe, since the general check on mom, kind of like check out the docks. In doing so, he's going to probably hear stories about the job, and he's going to start spreading maybe rumors that it was somebody else.
You're going to try and clear up some heat.
Yep. He's visiting mom in his home territory, and in doing so, he's going to try to clear some heat because he's trying to keep track of how things are shaking out because he's got a personal investment in the territory.
And unless I'm misunderstanding your meaning,
No, I'm just fleshing it out. It's a reduced heat.
I was just going to say, it sounds like you're trying to do it through a sway.
Consort.
Consort? Yeah, that can also work.
Being friendly. I'm trying to, they know me, and so I'm not trying to lie to them. I'm insinuating. I'm pushing them a different direction.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the conversation, and as he's going around talking about this, checking on different things and having conversations with people, he will continually do that. He's not lying to them. He's just, I saw some of these other guys over here. It could have been them, and, always sowing doubt the entire time.
Also, I think I should point out is that for any downtime roll, you can add 1 die to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact. Would you say
what is the opposite? What would be the payment in the system for that? Do I get stress or something?
Nothing. It's just, does it make sense for you that a friend or contact is there to do so? And there's no cost to doing this outside of spending a downtime.
Would there be people in the docks that know Desmond and would back up his story, play wingman on a few occasions?
It's a lot more square than that. If you look on your character sheet, you should have something called contacts.
Contacts or strange friends?
Strange friends is what yours would be called. That is what is a friend.
Okay.
And contact should be on the crew sheet.
So no, it makes no sense for any one of those to help me.
I was about to say,
my list is not good for that.
How about your friend?
Go on,
good for that.
Invite your friend for tea at the docks. What could go wrong?
A lot can very much go wrong. Thank you very much.
I mean, she's very interested in something in the water, isn't she?
She is very interested in humanity. That is a very true statement. Yes, she wants to meet all sorts of people for a variety. Just a few reasons.
Yeah, and the guy that hates our guts is
he's not gonna help me.
It's still so funny.
The more you keep thinking about my relationships, yes, it's fucking hilarious. The question mark I have is, what is he going to do with my enemy? I gave him like on paper, that would be like the weakest contact. I'm wanting to see what kind of havoc he can cause with that. So I'm going to roll consort. I can't think of anybody on my friends list helping me at all. So this is going to be a raw consort roll, and we're going to see what happens.
You can technically push yourself here, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I don't care. This is just what he's doing.
Yeah, go ahead and roll. The reason I wouldn't recommend it is that there's no actual penalty for rolling low. You're going to get good stuff either way.
Right. Nexus, I get that, but there was a breakdown that I read that made 100% sense to me. And consort and sway are very similar in the fact that you're trying to get somebody to do something you want them to do through words.
Yeah.
Or actions related to that. And sway is, I'm going to lie, manipulate, cheat, betray, because I don't give a shit about the person. And consort is, I'm going to do it the nice way, the diplomatic way, because I do care about the person and the outcome for them.
I mean, sway is manipulation and seduction.
Mm-hmm. And consort's talking, getting along with diplomacy, being friendly.
Consort is more using
fitting in.
basically.
Fitting in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not manipulating them by giving them false information?
The way I understood it,
Manipulate
there's
is
two different ways
such
to
a
do it.
strong word. But no, I'd say it does make sense for both of them to be applicable, and ultimately, I'm down for letting you do it with either.
And see, I'm also consort with connections from your heritage, background, friends, or rivals to gain access to resource, information, people, or places. Okay, does that make sense? Then, do I need to change it to sway?
No,
I'm hovering over the name of the character thing.
No, again, both of them are
Gain
just
access to resources. I mean, basically, you're gaining information on what they think happened.
I wasn't trying to correct you,
Yes?
Cyntari. I just found
Well,
it amusing with the words you were using.
It's fair. It's fair, and this is not. There's no attack here. This is also me needing to understand more about the nuances of the rules.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, there's a thin line between the two in that case, but
there is a thin line. I can see what it's coming from.
I'd personally say the line is thin to the point where you could really use either one, and I'm not gonna force you into rolling anything unless we get into a situation where it really looks like someone is trying to game the system. But I don't think any of you would do that.
I'm just trying to play the angle of the home turf, you know.
Yeah. Also, hello, Jackal. Jackal is my one and only mod. Say hi to Jackal.
Hi, Jackal.
Hello, Jackal.
Jackal, you need to make sure that the blob removes the freaking nub toggle because it's cursed.
Unsettling. Yes.
But yeah, go ahead and roll your consort.
Okay.
And approach for this would, since these are really unimportant rolls, set
standard.
Set it to risky standard. That is the quote unquote default roll. That's the one where you can't really apply anything to it. A 3, that means you clear one singular point of heat, unless you'd like to spend a single coin to up your result, so you clear 2 points.
That's fine.
Yeah.
He's not looking to do anything spectacular. Again, the role-playing reason for him to do this is to go see his mom and just feel out the area and the fallout of this, and also kind of throw in some doubt into who might have done it.
And just to make sure you have cleared a point of heat, yes?
I did, yes. Down from 4 to 3.
Just making sure. That reminds me, by the way, there was actually a thing we forgot to do last time.
What?
We forgot to mark EXP for the crew as a whole.
It's true.
Actually, let's quickly go over that while we have it somewhat in fresh memory.
We did do the first one. We executed a
Yep.
successful burglary.
Yes, you did. So that is 1 EXP. Did you contend with challenges above your current station?
Well, I mean, the bucket of bolts was really tall for Mac, so it was above him.
It is
Walk it
above
away.
his current station.
Yeah.
I'd say this particular challenge you did was very much at your current station of a tier
Aw.
0 crew.
This is
Yeah.
short. This is tall privilege. You feel this? You feel this, Mac?
Yeah.
Are you talking about my height again? How dare!
I'll break your kneecaps.
I'll jump
Then
up
you'll
and
be on
bite
my
you in your
level.
knees.
Look, Lil Mac. I think you're being a little.
A little testy right now.
Careful,
You're a
you will
little-
go for your caps because then you'll be at eye level for him.
No. Have you ever seen Larry David, the guy from
Yeah.
Nah.
Look, Mac, you need to see the bigger picture. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Okay,
I'll
let's
show
see.
you something bigger.
So you didn't
Being a
contend with
little,
challenge.
a wee bit, a tiny bit, short-tempered. Why do you have your knife out, Mac?
So you didn't contend with challenges above your station. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
No?
I'm actually actively undercutting that, so I don't know about that.
I don't think so. Not yet.
No. And finally, did you express the goals, drives, inner conflicts, or essential nature of the crew?
Depends on what you think about what happened with the drinking and the gambling.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we did.
Sneaky
I mean,
talking.
Like-
we were with the whole daring of just someone poisoning a drink.
And
In
we
front
all
of
utilized our specific roles.
Yeah. I'd say yeah. So go ahead and mark a second experience from your crew advancement.
Woo.
I want that one.
Not that many.
No, he just
Look,
wants
can I-
dot.
Can I pick which dot I want? I want this dot over here. Can I use that dot?
No. Oh, for fuck's sake, people.
You know
Fine,
who you're DMing for.
I'll add dots where I want to. Fine.
Look, Doc, you
Hey.
know who you're DMing for here.
I know.
You signed up for this bullshit.
I know.
And I know it's not connected, but somehow we have the interrogation chambers. Don't ask. Right?
Suddenly we have one. But it's
Tara,
only
can we
used by
borrow the
your
place for a
specific
bit?
friend. It's only
So-
used by your specific friend. We bring
No,
people down
Nari.
there and somehow they never show back up.
Nari, you didn't hear me. It's like, Cyntari, you mind if we come in here to use this place a little bit? You might want to watch. Could be fun.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a secret place ain't nobody gonna find.
That hackfish farm that you're disposing bodies in, that should just say
Yeah.
hack farm.
Hag farm, yes.
Mhm.
We're feeding them to a bunch of elderly whores in the Silk Shore district.
Oh, I was just thinking you were feeding them to Cyntari. Open up, open
Yeah.
wide.
Oh, you brought my favorite.
Yay!
Unwilling sacrifices.
A human? Oh, you know me so well.
So-
What's that? A dwarf? No. That's just Lil Mac.
All right, so we got our crew done. Who's doing
Oi.
more things?
Viper, you've not done anything yet.
No, not
What are you
yet.
doing?
What you doing?
Nothing. No.
Do something. Oh, yeah, typical.
All right,
Look at him,
skipping
man,
a
do all the work while
downtime.
She goes there and
Perfect.
No,
goes
I'm
to
not
a bar
skipping a
and drinks and
downtime.
gambles.
I am going to train.
Going to train. All right.
Yes.
What are you training?
I am going to be training prowess.
All right. Go ahead and mark 2 points of experience. And for some reason, everyone's order has changed, probably after relock. We'll go back to Lil Mac. What would you like to do for your second downtime?
So other than training, we could work on heat. We could work on
Work on
Stress.
heat, indulging your vice to reduce your stress. You could start or
not
work
yet.
on a current long-term project.
If you think the next job might need a certain item, you might want to go get it. Like I need some C4.
You don't
I
even
need
know what the next
silent
job
seals.
is.
You need more of that silent juice in C4. You drink the silent juice and set off the C4. Good to go.
So what you want to do is you want to strap the C4 to your belly, then you want to drink the bottle.
Oh no, it emits the air aura of silence.
I know.
Produces, well,
I see.
I'm going to
Sure,
train
can
again.
Can I also go on working on the heat?
You definitely can. Explain to me how you do so.
So I would like to. What would that fall under? I'm imagining giving clues that will misdirect. So like leaving evidence of different things that are completely unrelated.
As in actually tampering with evidence.
Yes.
Okay.
Prowl.
Yeah, I'd say either prowl or finesse.
Because if he's physically manipulating something, I would say finesse. So if he's like going in to swipe evidence.
It could also, again, just to give you guys an idea of what you could use for different stats. Like, you could just take skirmish and go, I'm going to go find people who are saying shit they shouldn't and beat the shit out of them.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a single point in skirmish.
It
It's more like
it could also be, I'm going to follow the main investigator of this particular crime home to his own home address.
Yeah. Part of what I was thinking is my good friend is a blue coat.
Yeah.
And I thought I might be able to get some insider information into who's working on a specific case.
Absolutely.
And try and just jumble up the evidence and add stuff that is not related at all. So it's just stuff that gets lost in the source and such.
Absolutely, you can do that. And that will let you net the additional die because you're involving a friend.
Oh, yay. Cool. I think like I want to do it unseen. So it's probably going to be prowl.
Yeah, if you're trying to like sneak into like well, maybe not a precinct, but pickpocket someone as they're carrying the evidence, stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that's prowl.
And as I said, also just adding unrelated stuff to the evidence. Where it's just like, why is there a bunch of coins?
The entire evidence locker is just filled with salt cubes. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna add. No, I'm not gonna add that because that's a direct sign to us.
Mm-hmm.
So prowl. How controlled is it?
Since it's downtime, it cannot go wrong. So just put it at risky, which is the standard. Because this one doesn't look at the normal way of where things can go wrong. It's basically just depending on how high you roll, you clear 1, 2, 3, or 5 heat.
Cool. And I get 1 bonus dice because I'm using my shady friend.
Correct. A 5. You are clearing 2 points of heat.
Yay. Boop. And that's going to be Little Mac's turn.
Right, moving on to Desmond. Desmond, just as a reminder, you are still being haunted. In case you wanted to spend one of your downtime to get rid of that.
Not haunted, are we? Because we got the gang trouble or usual suspects, wasn't it?
You are correct, you are correct. I'm mistaken. Never mind me.
And we don't have a crew, so we have gang trouble. Not good to give usual suspects. No. Yeah.
No, you cannot get gang trouble because you don't have a gang, so you got the usual suspect.
Tithe got taken, remember?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. Which just ended up adding more heat to you, which you're now clearing. Okay, right. I was mistaken. My bad.
A lot of things we had to figure out last time. There's a lot of lingering memories. I was going to train resolve.
Train resolve. Go ahead and mark 1 point of EXP there.
1? It's my main one, isn't it? We don't have crew training for it. That's right. We have crew training for Prowl.
Yeah, that's the only reason you're only marking 1. Per standard, you'd only mark 1 point of experience, but you can build quarters to train them in, which doubles it to 2.
Can I? Is there an occult quarters?
Not one for a cult specifically.
Not in our gang. Maybe for the other one. Maybe for the occult gang.
You can build one. It's one of the upgrades in the crew.
I'm looking at it. I don't see it.
Yeah, it is. It's under resolve. Under training.
On the crew sheet?
Yeah.
Under resolve. On the crew sheet.
Do you not see it? Right-hand side, where it says crew upgrades, and you can see layer, quality, cohorts, training.
Oh, I see. I was looking at the actual, I thought it was like a thing we had to build.
Oh, no.
Like
It's
a drug den or interrogation chamber.
No, these over here you automatically
I see.
upgrade as you go. These ones over here, I actually don't recall how you get these. Let me check that, actually.
Isn't that when the reputation increases?
Yeah.
A tier?
I think it is. I think it is.
So it's going to take a while.
Just making sure that I am seeing everything correctly. Let's see here. There's just a list of them. It doesn't actually explain how to get more of them.
Advancement page 48. We have to earn XP to buy it. So on page 94, it tells you by assigning crew upgrades, you'll be able to get more upgrades in the future by earning XP. See advancement page 48.
Okay. But those are the special abilities, are they not?
No. Crew upgrades, go to 94.
Right, here it is. Let's see.
Now go to 94, then scroll down 1 page to 95 and read the top thing it says. Crew upgrades. Now scroll back up to 94, assign crew upgrades. So
there it is. Okay, so it's either a special ability or 2 crew upgrades. Okay. When you fill your crew advancement tracker, clear the marks and take a new special ability or mark 2 crew upgrade boxes. Okay, fair enough. So it's either or. Got it. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So, Desmond, you were using your second one to train, so we are back to Viper. What are you using your second downtime to do?
I'm going to get rid of that last point of heat.
You're going to get rid of the last point of heat. Now, I believe
Yes.
there's only 1 point left, so you literally cannot fail to remove it. But out
Indeed.
of interest, how are you doing it?
So I would imagine there are still people on site trying to figure out what has happened. So I'm
Yeah.
going to pose as a reporter, since I have a background of journalist, basically being like, hi, my name is Irene Tackleton from Doskvol Gazette. I'm inquiring about what has happened here, because word on the street is that, and then insert fake story here.
Okay. I'm guessing this would be a sway then.
Yes.
Do you have anyone that
Indeed it
can or
is.
would help you?
I mean, my sly friend is a gang leader, so maybe he has someone that he would like to receive some heat.
Hmm.
So possibly using that
Yeah.
to make a fake story more believable.
Sure. I'll let you ankle it like that.
So it would be a risky or controlled or
It is. These are all risky because that's the standard.
risky. Okay. And then standard effect, boop. No bonus, boop. There we go.
All right. 4. That would normally clear 2 heat, but you don't have that much, so now all heat is cleared.
So we have 1 left over, right? So if we gain 2 heat, we only gain 1.
No, actually, you've
Aw.
overswayed. You're losing a reputation.
No.
No, you haven't.
Yay.
All right. So that is the standard downtime spent. Now, I do need to ask you: would you like to spend coin or reputation to gain additional downtime? Is there anything more any of you would like to do in downtime that you want to spend resources on?
I mean, I don't need to recover. I can't think of a long-term project to start now. Heat's gone.
And this is like extra. We already done
Yeah.
the 2 we get for free.
The reason I'm asking is that currently, if you're going to go on another score, you're going to earn more coin. And currently, your crew can only hold the 4 coins. That is how much space you have. Your stash is currently almost full. And this is one of the things you would want to use coin for, to get more downtime.
Right. Well, I don't have enough stress to be wanting to indulge my vice because I'm definitely going to overindulge.
Same.
I don't need to recover.
How are you looking at stress, Desmond?
Desmond is stress.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
You didn't see anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Definitely not on stream.
How do we buy upgrades again?
By building up the crew XP. You gain more crew. Oh, do you mean your own upgrades?
Like layer upgrades.
Okay.
Like
Crew XP.
inside training.
So if you want if you want to expand the crew, you need to earn crew XP enough to fill this bar out. Once this is filled out, you can buy either one of these here or two of these up here. Then you gain crew EXP by going on more heists and doing more stuff. Which is what we will be starting on as soon as we're done with downtime. I hope that explained it enough for you.
Sure. So we need to get working on making a vault.
Yes, the vault would allow you to... The first vault upgrade allows you to then store up to 8 coins, and the second allows you to store up to 16.
So underneath the coin in the vault, it says upon crew advanced, each player character gets stash equal to tier +2.
Yes, we'll quickly open up someone's character sheet. Desmond, it will be you. You see this tracker here? This big one here? It's on the stream, I mean.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep, this is your stash.
Mhm.
Basically, these are coins for your savings. Once
Mhm.
all of these fill out, your character retires. You have now earned enough money to live comfortably in the not the top of society, but in the upper echelons of society for the rest of your life.
I see.
You no longer need to do anything. This is, for most
But
people...
I don't have a stash.
Yeah, it's not a physical place, and you cannot take out from the stash. This is, this is where you store everything.
Right, but I don't have one now.
No, currently there's nothing in it.
Or do I even have a stash? Like, does it exist as a concept to put things into? Because it seems like if I read the crew page, the little blurb says, upon crew advancements, each PC gets stash equal to tier +2. What does that mean? Like, I can now store coins in the stash now? I now have access to a stash to do that?
No, that means when your crew advances, you basically start harvesting the small little money you've been making. Your crew stash is your crew's rank is currently rank 0, so it will be 0 + 2, so 2. So you do this. It just means now you have this amount of money saved over for your character for how much he needs to retire.
So if it's tier 1 + 2, I would gain 3 in my stash. Okay.
Yeah. And you cannot spend the stash for anything. The stash just marks when are you done.
No. It's my Swiss bank account.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is when can you stop doing dangerous, illegal stuff and just lean back and relax. This also means that there is a natural end to even the safest character in this game. And you're spending on a hydrate, so I'll take a sip.
Is there a cooldown on that? Everybody spam 50 hydrate.
I believe I have set a cooldown on it. I will say though, there is another streamer called Pasu. He has 2 versions of the hydrate. He has hydrate, then hydrate whole bottle.
Why don't you have that?
I'm getting to that because during one of his streams, the hydrate whole bottle was redeemed 31 times. Oh God, did he have to pee? I guess the Soundscream
I would be able
canceled
to
the request
drink.
to join. Wait, has Soundscream been here?
He might have been here this entire time.
His bottles were half a liter bottles. So that was a lot. He also went to the bathroom a lot during the stream. So, but yeah, that is at the point where it's near water poisoning levels, which is why I'm not doing that. So again, is there any coin you'd want to spend on getting additional downtime?
Oh, let's find out what Soundscream wants to do. If he's ever going to learn how to use his microphone.
Wait, is he here?
Yeah, I don't know how much stress he has either.
He's in Discord. He's just not talking.
I had not seen him join or heard from him.
He's even in Roll20 with StreamView.
What the Oh, he's probably setting up stream view then.
Probably. Meanwhile, I think it's time.
Yes!
All right.
You did it, Nexus! Woo!
I was waiting.
I know that you've been waiting.
Just gonna put it over here.
Waiting for Blob. I have a meowy cat in front of me.
Soon enhance.
There we go. You put the blob in a maid outfit. I hope you're happy about this.
Very.
Also, yes, it still has blinking and mouth movement and everything.
Yeah.
Make it bigger.
Enhance.
I don't really want it to take up too much space of the
I
screen.
mean, that entire bottom row is something that you can use. So make it bigger.
Hello.
There
Hello.
he is. Hello, Sunscreen.
That's a salty boy.
How's it going?
Things are going good. We just got finished with everyone else's downtime. It's just yours that's missing.
Did you get my request to co-stream?
Yes, I also saw that it got cancelled. Can you try and send it again? There it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's because there was a timer on. I probably didn't see it in time. My bad. Okay, we should be... It should be live now with the co-stream. Let's see here. Do I have other costumes? Yes, I do. I do now, Namo. One thing I should warn you about, I don't have a version of the blob outfit without the little floaty knob above their head. So right now, the toggle blob knob does nothing. It only works on traditional blob model, which I should probably write in the redeem as like a warning.
Probably.
Yeah. I'll do that once we're done
Oh,
streaming.
you should just remove the remove blob knob.
No.
Yeah, that's even better.
It's cursed.
Blob knob.
Okay, so what is Salt doing for his downtime?
So, Soundscreen, do you need me to go over what the options are for downtime? Just in case you'd already read the book, I don't want to, lecture you on things you already know.
Well, but first, drink.
I am drinking. I am drinking and consuming pretzels.
And cream cheese.
And cream cheese. It's one of those really concentrated garlic cream cheeses.
Nice.
in like those little containers, it's basically more garlic than cream cheese. Nexus should be very happy we're not currently sharing a room.
Oh God.
I think I would indulge my vice, trying to clear my stress.
How much stress do you have?
Two.
Hold up, why am I hearing you
Are
two?
you sure?
Okay,
He's eating.
I feel like we need to go over.
We need to have an intervention.
We should probably have a little intervention before you do this.
Let me bring. Or am I good to have the stream listen in?
Yep, you're good. We already had introduction and everything. We are basically mid thing, so you're good to bring it.
Figured.
Also, maybe change away from being the Autobot. The portrait. There we go. So, the main reason you might not want to indulge in your vice, we'll quickly go through the downtime activities. First one is acquire asset. Basically, you spend downtime trying to get a tool that your party currently does not have. This could be good if you know you're about to head out on a heist that requires a boat, and if you didn't have a boat, this is how you could acquire one. You can spend downtime to work on long-term projects, either work on them or start a new one. You can spend downtime to recover in case you're wounded. And you can spend downtime to reduce heat. That is not necessary now because the others have already cleared all the heat your crew accrued. There is no more heat. You guys are good. Then there is
take care of that for you.
Then there's spending downtime to train. That allows you to mark one experience for any attribute or your playbook. However, due to one of your crew upgrades, if you decide to use downtime to train in prowess, you'll add 2 experience, not 1. And finally, you can indulge your vice. This is how you reduce stress. When you do that, you visit the purveyor of your vice and you roll a dice equal to your lowest attribute. You clear stress equal to the highest die result. If you clear more stress levels than you had marked, you overindulge. And overindulge requires us to roll on an entankment table.
I see. So I've got 3 stress. So I'd be basically 50-50 to seeing if I was going to overindulge.
That is correct.
I got it.
There is an upgrade that the spider specifically can get. Let's see, where is it?
Yeah, it's functioning vice.
Yeah, functioning vice. You may adjust it up or down 1 or 2 levels. There's also connected. Oh no, never mind. Connected is not for that. But yeah, functioning vice. This is also a way where if you wanted someone else who was accumulating a bunch of heat for a specific gang out of the picture for a bit, you could force them to overindulge and just hope they got lost. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm just saying you could. But yeah, functioning vice is a way to get more control.
I think what I'll do is I will end up training.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have a long-term project yet. I don't really see an asset that I need to acquire for the next thing because I don't know what the next one is. Recover, I wasn't hurt. Reduce heat, you said that's good. Indulge vice, probably not the best right now. Probably need to wait until I get a couple more points of stress before.
Yeah, I would agree. So what are you training?
I will go ahead and train in prowess.
Both times? All right, go ahead and mark off no less than 4 experience in prowess. And now that everyone is here, you have all spent your free downtime. Your crew currently has 3 coins. You can spend coin to basically gain more downtime. And keep in mind that if you decide to go out and do another score, your vault literally does not have the space for more than one coin. One more coin in your vault and it is full.
Is anybody close? Did anybody else train? Or just
I
me?
We all
trained.
trained.
Everyone has spent
Okay.
at least one downtime training.
Is any,
We all did
anyone,
heat and we all did training. So yeah.
Is anyone close to ticking over to getting another dot?
Are you close?
Yeah.
Am.
So you both are. You roll it off.
No, Nexus gets it.
What?
You say you
Ross?
spend your stuff
I
on roll.
think we spent a coin for another downtime, and
Oh.
let you roll up a
Oh.
dot. Because if you're close, I'm guessing it's prowess that you're about to tick over on.
Yeah. I was actually gonna suggest something else if we could spend coin on that.
Okay.
What were you thinking?
If we could buy some more goodwill from some of the crews around us. Some more standing with them.
Let me...
Or appease the one we've pissed off.
I am taking
But,
a look.
But
Sounds
I am
like a
up for
cautious
spending
approach.
the coin on training.
Well, the first thought is like it sounds like a cautious approach, not a daring approach. That's my first thought.
I'm also not sure it is a thing, but I am checking. I think you just get the option to do so during the startup of the game, but I do not know that that is a thing during the game. There it is, the faction game. Let's see here. I'm just quickly looking through it. I'm just quickly going through this. I promise I'm going as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually found out about the map thingy for the crew. That's not a crew upgrade. That's called claims.
Yeah. That is correct. That is a claim.
That's not an XP thing. That's something else.
Basically, if you want to get one of those claims, you'll be doing a specific heist to secure it, which will be especially difficult.
Sounds daring.
Also, every claim in Doskvol is already controlled by a faction. To acquire one for yourself, you have to take it from someone else.
And then we pay them off.
To seize the claim, tell the GM which claim on the map of your crew intends to capture. The GM will detail the claim with a location and a description, and will tell you which faction currently controls that claim. Or the GM might offer you a choice of a few options if they're available. Basically, this will require you to work against a faction if you want a claim. If you choose to, let's see here, you can also choose to ignore the roadmap and try and gain something else, but that is when things become exceptionally difficult, because then you're going far outside of your turf. The operation will function like any score. If you succeed, you gain the claim and the target faction loses the claim. Seizing a claim is a serious attack on a faction and usually results in a -2 status with the faction, and potentially a +1 status with that faction's enemies.
So turf and claims. That's what the faction game's all about.
Yeah. Just taking a look at what turf actually does.
Turf is a tracker on its own.
Where do you see the turf tracker?
Go to page 45.
Ah, I missed it. I see. It's by acquiring turf.
So,
use the territory. Each piece of territory you claim represents and extracts support for the crew. Often result of fear you instill in the citizens of the turf. Turf is marked on your rep tracker, see below. Each piece of turf you hold reduces the rep cost to develop by 1. I see. So basically, you do need to mark off the quote-unquote turf areas, as far as I understand.
Well, the turf tracker seems to be different than actual turf.
Yeah.
On that thing.
Yeah.
So we go to page 94. Page 94 gives you different rules for what turf means.
Yeah,
No, it doesn't.
Basically, the 3 marks at the end of your rep tracker that says turf, if you have any turf marked on your claims, you will just always have those ones marked off. Because, that is permanent quote-unquote reputation.
But we can have 6 turf, but there's only 4 pieces of turf on that little map. So I think the map saying turf and 4 different blocks does a track to, you can have 6 turf on the tracker.
What do you mean exactly? I don't follow now.
Okay.
There's only 3 turf on this thing.
Pulling up your stream.
Yeah, have it up.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, there's 3 turf there, but go to the tracker above where it says rep, there's 6.
Okay, I see.
Up, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Up
Yeah,
above,
this
right
one
there.
here, right.
Yeah. And in the rules, it says you can have 6 turf on that tracker. But what I'm saying is, okay, so this clearly indicates that tracker means something different than what's on that map. That was all I was saying. And so...
yeah, essentially, because this map you see right here with all these things, this is the suggested one. Technically, there's nothing saying you couldn't go out and grab a 4th, 5th, or 6th turf.
Okay. No. I think what it's saying is that the pathways. I could go from informants to turf. See the lines between them? Isn't that what they're talking about? The roadmap? That's the lines between them, don't have to be set in stone.
Yeah, it also means
some of those maps are broken up differently.
Yeah, it also says that you don't have to take things sequentially. It's just it's going to be more difficult if you don't.
So
sounds good.
I think first let's decide. So we want to spend a coin for an extra training, and that's for one person to get an extra training session, correct?
Yes, and also there was no option for spending coins to gain status. Sorry, Nexus. I got off track there.
So my vote is we do train with the coin, and we give that to Nexus so he can get an extra dot in his prowess.
Okay. Do the XP carry over?
Yes. Spillover EXP is just added to the next tracker.
Okay, cool.
By the way, an interesting...
Any comments on that?
Not really. No.
Okay.
By the way, an interesting piece of information for you. if you are only 1 point of heat away from the next wanted level, on the next score, it doesn't matter if you generate one heat or 1 billion, you're just going to go to the next wanted level and have no heat. So heat doesn't spill over to the next level. Just interesting bit of info for you.
I'm wondering if I should get the second point in skirmish. Do any of you have proper skirmish?
I have 1 point in it.
I have no skirmish.
Okay. Because I'm looking at either getting finesse to 3, prowl to 3, or skirmish to 2.
I'm good with whatever you choose to do.
Yep.
You could also
Anyways,
put a point in wreck.
Yes, but no. So, what else are we gonna do? After spending that 1 coin, let me remove the coin, by the way.
You guys are making me chuck my drink. What the fuck?
That's exactly what we're doing.
So, please, I'm almost out. I am sitting up straight, but thank you. Good thing I put cooldowns on those. Right. So it sounds to me like you guys are more or less done with your downtime.
Who so?
Right. In that case, we're gonna move on from downtime onto the next score. Now, given time constraints and everything, I think we're going to be doing the setup for the score, but leave the actual action of the score to next time, because otherwise we'll need to rush through it or stop it halfway through, which I don't think is a good idea. What do you guys think?
I think we should plan our next stuff.
Try and figure out what kind of heists are going
Because
to
we
be
could do a
upcoming.
claim. We could try to take territory and like gain something on that map.
You could. A loyal fence or covert drops are both good early. Gives you more coins, which gives you more downtime, which lets you gain more experience fast.
Loyal fence, yeah. Burglary and robbery. What we primarily do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Were we going to be working towards the tavern, though?
I think we were.
But it gives us such a situational bonus.
I think it's just that you guys like the name of it.
They like the idea of owning a bar, yes.
Yeah. But the loyal fence sounds like a good start at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Gambling then is also a good
Um,
way of earning more coin.
secret pathways, lookouts, all sorts of good stuff. Just turf for rep. I mean, thoughts? Should we secure a loyal fence, which means muscling out somebody else who has access to them? Maybe you guys could talk to him. Silence is deafening.
I'm good with whatever. I mean, I think loyal fence informants are both good.
There we go.
Okay, so informants can help us gather information. Fence lets us have coin, and coin lets us level ourselves.
That is correct.
I think early on we should level ourselves. I get the informants thing. I mean, I can see how that's useful.
Then loyal fence it is.
So are we telling you what we're doing, or are you telling us what's happening? Like, okay, so there's this fence. Is that how you're starting us off, or are we telling you?
If you want to go for the loyal fence, then I'll need to look into who currently has it.
This
So
is a
give me
particular person.
It will be a faction. Let's see here.
Doskvol notables.
Sorry, this is taking a little bit as I look through this. There we go. So, you're looking for good and loyal fence. Let's see. Yeah, this would be it, I think. Owned by the Ministry of Preservation. No. I am going as fast as I can, I promise. There we go. Now, I'd say there are two fences that you know of in Doskvol which are reliable. One is Howard, better known as Old Man Howard. He's an old hand at this game. He's been around longer than most people can remember. It's just a question of time before the guy kneels over from old age, but he's loyal. He's good. He knows how to get goods to people who need it. He's operating just on the line where the blue coats aren't interested enough in him, but know that he exists. He's skirting the line. What he's doing is technically not illegal. So, Old Man Howard would be located just across the bridge in Charter Hall. As for who deals with Old Man Howard, well, currently, his employer are the Wraiths. He's not particularly happy with the situation, but it is what it is. Give me a moment.
What was the name of that group?
The Wraiths. They're your usual masked thieves. They generally do more spy work, but newer members end up doing burglary and stealing. Give me a moment.
Tier 2 weak hold. We should go after them. Who's the other guy?
The other is not so much a guy. It's a relatively new trader to Doskvol named Renee. Renee is originally from the Dagger Isles. Renee came into the employ of the Hive after they discovered some of her under-the-table business dealings, and through mutual agreement, in the strongest quotation marks you can possibly imagine, she's working exclusively with them. While Old Man Howard has the respect of the old folks in the city, Renee is new and skilled. She's going places. She, again, made a network extremely fast. She's very reliable. Where Old Man Howard is more the old reliable, which used to be that if you were like a street pickpocket, you could go to him to get your things sold off and it wouldn't go too bad. He's now completely controlled by the Wraiths who now want their cut if you sell through him. Whereas Renee is dealing more in luxury goods. Or at least she's forced to, for the moment. But she definitely has the skills to do more than just that.
Who's she work for?
She's currently tied up with the Hive.
Oh, shit.
What did you see?
Tier 4 stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I want to go up against the Hive.
The Hive, a guild of legitimate merchants who secretly trade in contraband, named for their symbol a golden bee.
Can you show us the thing of pluses and minuses again?
I definitely can.
Or standing with things?
There we go. You have no standing with either of these two right now.
I don't know. Us being the up-and-comers, I kind of like the idea of taking an up-and-comer under our wing and putting our thumb into the eye of the established powers. It's pretty daring. That's my opinion. I'm good with whatever the group decides. And where's the Hive based? What part of the city?
The Hive's turf is many shops, taverns, cafes, warehouses, and other mercantile establishments all across the city with no centralized HQ. They're a merchants guild. They're a little bit everywhere.
We also have a lot of power and distributed power, so it's going to be hard to fight.
I mean, I've said my opinion.
I haven't heard anybody else's.
Sorry, what?
Which
Okay,
of the
Nexus.
two loyal guys do we want to
Yes.
try to snake?
But doing so, we're going to piss off one of the two groups, either the weaker
Yeah.
burglaring wraiths or the very strong merchant group, the Hive.
Hmm.
Who's closest to our hideout?
One is a little bit of everywhere. The other one is
The Wraiths
Where are the
are
Wraiths?
in Silk Shore and the Night Market, but that is their hunting grounds.
Okay. So we are already a target.
Technically.
I imagine as we start gaining some more name recognition, neither of those groups are going to like us long term either way.
No. But I think we should leave the hive be for now, if we can.
Yeah, it was daring. It was safe in reputation, daring in job was what we were trying to do. So if we consider this a job, how daring do we want to go? If we want to be safe. I don't
Well,
know.
remember like last time, daring but not stupid.
Yeah, not suicidal.
We don't actually have lookouts. We don't have informants. We don't have any of that kind of stuff to fight a larger organization.
Exactly. So pissing them off would be stupid, not daring.
I'm good with whatever.
You could also be looking to see if any faction is looking to hire people for jobs, because positive and negative status are things.
We could assist with an operation, that'd give us rep with
Yeah.
them.
We could do that.
I still like the idea of securing a fence first so we can get more coin.
Yeah.
You could do it the other way around. Start off by gaining a fence and then take jobs for them anonymously.
What if we try to snake the fence out from underneath them? Start working through them superstitiously or whatever. Under the table. Superstitiously.
You will
Superstitiously.
you will
Supernaturally.
eventually need to like, if you want the benefits of having it, you will need to fully grab.
Or is it daring that they never find out?
I mean,
I
they're
guess we
gonna
should just tease them.
they're gonna find out that their guy is no longer selling their stuff.
He sells both.
And I think like I said, we're going to end up making either of these groups angry eventually, anyways. So
We don't know the system too well. Let's start off with a smaller group before we piss off somebody big.
Yeah, we need to be more established before we piss on the big guys' cornflakes.
So let's go get old Howard. How are we going to get old Howard?
All right, old man Howard.
Old-fashioned kidnapping.
Yes.
So, as previously stated, old man Howard is not too happy with his dealings with the Wraiths. Specifically, he has people watching him at all hours of the day, and he very much wants that to stop. There is a Wraith specifically, let's see here. Yes, one of the Wraiths named Loop, and that is all you know about this Wraith, is the one who's keeping him in check. So, if you intend on going on getting Old Man Howard out, you need to somehow get Loop out. This could be killing them, but it doesn't have to be. It could be
try and get him arrested.
That is very true. You could try and plant evidence on him and then tip off the bluecoats.
We could find out what's going on with them, just doing some information gathering first, and just make our decisions from there.
I wonder.
Yeah.
So the Wraiths are masked thieves and spies, right?
Yes.
How attached are they to their masks? Like, if he doesn't have his mask, would that make him no longer a Wraith?
Let me take a
But
look.
he's- I
Or
don't know
at
if he's
least be
part of the gang.
temporarily.
Loop is.
No, actually, you are onto something here. Yeah, Loop is a part of the Wraiths, and he's the one currently who has the reins of Old Man Howard. Let's see here. Notable assets, scatter collection secrets. Yeah, each member wears a mask and conceals their true identity with an alias. They communicate with a private sign language. So yes, they are quite attached to their masks.
I wonder if we could exploit our contacts, find out who Loop is, steal his mask, and then ransom his mask along with the knowledge of his true identity back to him in exchange for releasing Old Man Howard to work with us.
I'll say that does sound like
That'll
a
fall
good
better
idea.
in line with our strengths. That falls in line with our strengths. And if anything, it'll keep Loop from talking too much about it, right? So it should only stir up so much trouble with the Wraiths. I mean, it'd probably make him a personal enemy of ours, but like the Wraiths as a whole won't be because they won't.
That
He's not
should
going to
be
go and tell
okay.
them. Does that make sense?
I mean, if we manage to get the mask off of him without him basically knowing that it was us, if that is at all possible, then it's just going to be like, oh shit, I lost my mask. I can't tell them. It would be so embarrassing. Meh.
And suddenly there's a letter at his door letting him know that, hey, if you want your mask back, you're gonna let Old Man Howard go.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Is that what you guys
We need
want to be?
reassurances that he's going to keep his hold off. I mean, all we're doing is taking that as word. Where's the thumb on him to make sure he keeps the deal?
We'll also know his real
He gets
name.
half of his mask back.
So we're going to have to find out
No,
who he
I think-
is and then take his mask?
Yeah, because my thought is that the easiest way to get his mask is kind of like we did with the last job, is find out when he's not wearing the mask and out and about. That's when we break into his home and steal the mask.
So do we know what he looks like, Doc?
I'd say you know what he looks like with the mask. And
So we don't know how to find him without it.
that is correct.
Yeah.
But may I recommend a thing you can do? Give me a moment.
Sure.
Because
It's not like my best allies and information broker.
Because a way to send a message to both him and by extension the Wraiths would be to literally just take it off of him. Because just like you guys, he has a life outside of thievery. He has a vice he needs to indulge. Who's to say an accident couldn't happen while he's on his way there or while he is indulging it?
I can prowl, sneak up behind him, blackjack him, and take the mask.
At this point, you're looking at what is called a robbery. You're looking to rob him of the mask. But yeah, you could also just learn his real identity and blackmail him, at which point you're doing espionage. Ultimately,
I
I'm
prefer
letting
espionage, but he doesn't. Desmond doesn't have scruples so much, so whichever works best for the group.
I like Nerevar's comment.
Someone threw a charged ghost bottle at his face. Look at that one bridge last session.
Desmond.
I just got the message share chat started. Did that only start now?
Yeah, I
Apparently.
forgot earlier.
Oh, I forgot to start it. My bad.
So, what's the approach? Are we gonna rob him or figure out his identity and blackmail?
I mean, I like the messing with him when he is, you know, indulging his vice. I like that one.
Really, I figured the former reporter would really like the dig in, investigate, and find out his real name.
I mean, yeah, that too, but I would understand if others are like, eh.
I like the
yeah.
espionage. I like finding out his real name and blackmailing him because that really puts like a. How am I ever going to know if I'm safe from this knowledge?
Meanwhile, Eustace is just sitting there like, well, when I knock him out and take off his mask, I'm gonna see who the fuck he is.
Yeah, but will you know who he is? It's kind of like in Justice League Unlimited, where Lex Luthor and the Flashes, their minds get swapped. So he runs to the bathroom to take off, and he's like, "Hey, if nothing else, I'll learn who the Flash is." He takes off the Flash's mask, and he's like, "Yeah, I have no idea who this is."
Yeah. It's such a good moment.
Yep.
I have no clue who this is.
Yeah. So
hell no, Nerevar.
And the nice thing about knowing his real name is that's a threat that doesn't go away, like Sin is saying. So, if it's like, hey, like we could basically at that point, once we've got it, we go up and we hand him a dossier on everything about him. It's like, here's the thing. This stays between us as long as you give us Old Man Howard.
And we never have to meet him. We just have to give him the information, make the threat. Maybe even like a leak a little bit, maybe like an insinuation to certain peoples.
I can write a newspaper article being like, hey, this goes to the actual newspaper unless...
Yeah, and that's the thing. Yeah, we could have... And Salt wouldn't mind going and meeting him face-to-face with that.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that was also an idea. We could just like... We don't even have to meet him. We could just like threaten him from afar with information drops.
I want him to know who not to cross.
Right, that's what Salt wants to do. Desmond has a mother that lives nearby. So, just playing my character.
So that's why it's Salt that shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But people start seeing me associating with Salt. It's how the story develops. I'm just playing my character. I know this will eventually happen. This all will eventually happen.
Time with a lot of people, though. Everybody's gonna know Salt by the end of it.
Wait, is that why you wrote me that message about how do I make a nuke from Leviathan blood?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. That's for my next character.
What do you mean next character?
Right.
Oh, I've already got him named and planned. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's ready to be arrested with Salt.
No, I just, much like Salt, I plan for contingencies.
Also, why were
Right.
you asking me whether you could play an oversized snapping turtle?
Look, all right? That's between me and you.
He has his kinks.
Technically, I didn't say snapping turtle. I asked if I play a mutant, can I pick his mutations and can it be still look like a giant turtle?
Anyways. Oh, we got any rolls to gather information on this to find this guy?
I'll say that will all be part of the heist itself. So, if I understand you correctly, you're going to do it as an espionage, correct?
Yeah.
And your approach to the whole thing will be from the angle of stealth.
Yes.
All right.
I would say yes, because we just got our stealth guy extra XP for stealth. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a moment here. Let's see here. I'm just looking up some things. There it is. Let's see, that will fall under that. I'm sorry, this is taking me a bit, as this is basically me making up a score for you guys based on what you want to do, which I'm perfectly fine with doing.
I would like to play on any information gathering angles. Attune to see if there are any occult measures used by the Wraiths to hide their identity. Trying to play the angle for my character on this job.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm just going through this. Okay. All right. So,
What are we rolling?
Sorry?
What are we rolling?
I'm getting to that.
Oh my god, just get faster.
All right, here we go. Need to take this into account. Normally, this is something I'd be doing between sessions, so we do the arrangement at the end of a session, then you'd, at the start of next session, be told, this is the heist you're doing. But we want to get you a bit of an idea of what you'll be doing.
Well, I can understand that. Do you feel like a different playout should happen?
No. I do like this. It's just the timing with how we started off today. It ends up being a little bit awkward. There you go. Okay,
No,
so
it doesn't. Think about it like a TV episode. We'll end on a cliffhanger and we'll begin the heist on next episode.
So you don't need to roll anything for this bit of information during the prep because this is something you're doing over several days. So you have the time to gather the information. It's just when you actually get to when you want to get to him is when we need to start getting into the heist itself. So currently you're trying to learn what sort of vice that he'd be indulging in. And you actually do learn that he is a member, well, a believer of the Church of Ecstasy.
I see.
And that he indeed indulges in this.
Ecstasy.
Indeed.
Now, the Church of Ecstasy is pretty powerful, so common knowledge in whisper circles?
I'd say it's common knowledge who they are. They are basically the quote-unquote state religion.
Oh.
Quote-unquote, because
Ecstasy.
they are a secret society. And yes, the Church of Ecstasy.
It's a state religion.
But in quotation marks. Like, it's the whole, it's the secret club that all the higher-ups of this world belong to, and basically anyone who has a little bit of influence would have an idea to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Because their whole thing is, ecstasy. Overindulgence. It's a religious fuck church.
Mm-hmm. It's the Church of... Never mind. I'm not going to say that on stream.
No, we will not be invoking that name.
Nope.
But yes, he is a member of that particular church.
He is a member.
He will be in the ecstasy files.
I see that you're of the
God.
belief that he never died. I got you.
Uh-huh. And Peter Pan will make sure that they don't go there and take him to Neverland.
So...
Oh, God. That.
How... No, what does that tell us about this guy? Like, reputationally, does that even mean anything?
It doesn't mean a whole lot, but given the activities of the Church of Ecstasy, clothing, and by extension masks, is very much not a thing. Not even
optional. Want to
optional.
reveal himself as a criminal in that location, more than likely, to stay anonymous.
Yeah, he likely would just go there as a person, but if you're following him there, you would see him. And, based on whatever you might see him partake in, you might end up with a lot of blackmail.
We have to find out who he is. For sure, sees.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just like information rolls?
No, this is all setting up the heist because your idea was to follow him on his way to his vice, or to get the information while he is indulging in his vice. This is his vice. And the Church of Ecstasy is open to, they're open to anyone who knows about them. And I'd say, given the fact that you know who they are, you know about them, you can get in, you're just not, quote-unquote, card-carrying members. At least not yet. If only some of you had ways of getting falsified, like membership icons and stuff like that. Oh, if only that was something one of you could do.
Anybody, none of us have skill sets like that.
Yeah.
No one.
And I know none of you have like cover identities or anything you could produce like that. It really is too bad.
I just have trans powder. That's it.
I got an idea. Trans powder. We don't. I just. I'm not going to comment. Okay. Anyway, it's like fairy dust, but it does something completely different.
I mean, you might believe you can fly.
No, we'll just go in there with ghosts and bottles and just throw them at people. Tell me who you are. The ghost
the other
will eat
going?
No,
wait.
Oh, yeah. I thought we weren't going to see Abraham in this campaign. Guess I was wrong.
Abraham. Fireball.
oh boy.
Tell me everything you know, otherwise there's violence. No, I actually have like no idea what Desmond's going to do for this entire heist.
Who's the old guy?
Who's the old guy? Why is he hitting on every hot girl he sees, and even mildly attractive, and even some not quite attractive? Why is he hitting on every woman he sees?
Why is he hitting on me?
I don't
Hey
think
there,
that's
sugar
the
lips.
appropriate use of the immovable object spell.
Don't worry about it. It'll stay there as long as you just keep moving. It's not going nowhere.
You hold up to 2,500 pounds, which means your mom's off limits.
Wow.
If the immovable object spell lasts longer than 4 hours.
Is your beard the only thing that's that long?
Longer. No, the most notable thing about my beard is its absorbency.
Yeah, and before you ask, yes, the carpet does match the drapes.
He has it. Oh, that's neat. You put a part in your beard. Oh, you didn't part that with a comb, did you?
Yep. This is what we've come to.
Abraham
Giggity.
jokes in a game that didn't even have Abraham.
But yes, effectively, at the Church of Ecstasy, in those moments of passion or in between them, it's very likely that someone would get to talking. He is, after all, indulging. He doesn't think he's in any amount of danger there.
You get him to overindulge.
Once you get someone to overindulge, they can get very talkative. I mean, one of the things that can happen is they start bragging.
They get very excited in the Church of Ecstasy when they overindulge.
Indeed.
Shame can't find a way in. I have to figure something else out.
Can't find a way. I don't know how to do that.
Okay,
I mean, this loop guy is definitely gay, right? So Salt is gonna have to smush up to him.
Like there's that whole thing they do in espionage circles where it's called doing a honeypot thing. I mean, just open up the honeypot, Salt. Come on.
So the way in is that there's this stat.
I wouldn't be surprised if Viper's not already a member of the cult.
So the way to enter the cult headquarters is that there's this statue that has a secret switch somewhere, and you're given like a little test. You're basically being told that you need to find the G spot.
See, the thing is though, is that there's actually a secret switch. You have to go in from the behind and up, and you might need some gloves to get there. But
the problem is that it's a statue.
Gloves are for quitters who aren't really committed.
When you think about it, blood is loop.
Why am I always the one who you use for examples?
Why do
Can I
you
put
think
on
you're
my
individual?
pants now?
No.
Why do you keep saying visual learning is the best kind of learning? Why am I always the example?
You're gonna have to tell me why your balls have a beard.
Oh,
You're gonna have to tell me why your balls have a mustache.
Guys, how could I
It's
rape?
called good grooming. They're braided, and little brass little ends on them like the door.
Why is it hide green?
But ultimately, this heist will be what we're doing
at
at the start of next session.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
Because I don't think we'll be starting it off tonight, but you know what you're doing now. Effectively, you'll be going to a Cult of Ecstasy, quote-unquote, meeting. It'll be your job there to follow this guy and try and get as much information out of him as possible. I
think I'm going with a light load.
I'll also say that you'll likely end up with more information than you need. And as you said, you need to prove a point to him that you could spill more of this. So the way you're going to earn your regular scores and, the regular coins for doing a heist is by actually selling a little bit of the information. Not all of it, but, enough so that he knows someone knows and is willing to spread it.
Yeah, so we spill like one of the mid-level things.
But maybe not about him, about somebody else he knows. Or maybe we sell a couple things about a couple people that were in there, so that and advise him beforehand, like, hey, tomorrow this is the information that's going to come out. This was sold by us. Know that we have all of yours as well, but we want something else from you.
Yeah. Effectively, the reason he has a hold on Old Man Howard is that he basically has a physical hold of him, as in Old Man Howard is being watched 24/7 by the Wraiths, which means that Old Man Howard can't relocate anywhere, so he's safe again. He's being held by them, basically being kidnapped. So what you'd want out of this is that you want him to move the guys out of there so you could move Old Man Howard away, basically under your own custody. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way we're making this make sense.
Yeah.
All right. It's not exactly adopting a dog so much as it is forcefully taking it from someone who currently has the dog tied up in their yard. To then tie that dog up in your own yard, or just since this is more you freeing him, the reason he'd be loyal to you is, hey, you got him out of some trouble. He wants to work with you. Actually, I think that's a better angle for this. So, is everyone happy with the way we're approaching this? Does anyone have anything here that makes them go, I'll also say that inside of the Church of Ecstasy, we will be dealing with some adult matters, but we'll not go into any great detail. Is everyone all right with this?
In the left corner, you see a fade to black. In the right corner, you see a fade to black.
Yeah, basically, like, I'm not going to describe in minute detail what people are doing, but you might be told that, they're having fun.
Thanks.
And in case anyone was worried, we're not going to go into any of the darker things that could happen at a place like that. This is just not the type of game I'd want to run if we indulge in those.
Appreciated. So
we're not going to get into any Batman list related things or anything like that.
I think you do something appropriate, Doc. You need.
Sorry, what'd you say?
In Discord, I linked you something appropriate for next session.
Oh, yes. Yes, thank you. I will be utilizing this. It's on stream for a bit.
It was on stream for a bit, was it? Okay.
Yeah, it was. Just for a brief moment. What's up, Nexus?
Yes.
I'll need to make some tokens for next time, I can say.
They might be downloadable if you click on it.
I'll take a look at it. However, I believe that given everything else, unless you guys have something you'd like to add, like maybe if you can think of an asset that you'd want to bring into the heist, you can spend some more downtime on it. Again, you could spend a coin to gain that. If not, I'd say that is more or less it for tonight, at least as far as the game goes. I know not a lot happened tonight. It was basically just finishing downtime and this. As we get into this, it'll start getting more into the rhythm of things. It'll go faster. So we'll start next session with the start of the heist. We'll then go through the heist, we'll go through payoff, we'll go through downtime, and by the end of next session, hopefully, we'll have an idea of what the next heist is going to be, so we can then start this process all over again. Is everyone good
Nice.
with this? Again,
Yeah.
this is... Sorry?
Yep.
Yeah. Again, this is unless that... Actually, I think either Soundscream or Cyntari will give me, if you could give me like a heads up, a session in advance when you guys want to pick one of your games back up, just so I don't prepare a big old thing for next session to then go nothing next time. Is that would that be all right?
Save it.
Yeah, it's just
We'll give you a heads up. That's what we do.
yeah, it's more to let people know at the end of the session. Hey, next time we'll be going back to Name of Other campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So Namo, who's currently our only viewer, I think, doesn't come in like, yeah, more blades. What is this fantasy bullshit? To be fair, I think Namo's one of the few people who watches all we do. I think so, at least.
I don't know.
Whee!
We.
Somebody enjoys what we're doing.
So long as one person is enjoying it, it's job well done in my book.
Yes, I went to the Church of Ecstasy. Whee!
I went to the Church of Ecstasy and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
On this pile of salt.
Yeah.
I went to
Not this cube of salt.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was handed this cube of salt. Oh, there's a note attached. It says, "Get tested."
Not because we did anything, but I'm pretty sure he's autistic.
You're fairly certain he's actually allergic to shellfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So that will be it for tonight. Again, not a whole lot happened tonight. It was more bookkeeping, again, learning about the system and everything. And of course, setting up the next heist.
It'll get faster.
Sorry?
It'll get faster.
It will.
Yeah.
Also, as I get more into it and you guys get more into it, we'll have less of rule explaining and more just playing the game. Hopefully, potentially. I just realized I've been looking on stream at the faction page. I never brought you guys over to it. Here you go. You can now look at the faction page.
I was just
Yeah.
looking at the stream to get a read on it. So
I apologize. I thought I had brought you over. I hadn't. Worst
it's
GM ever.
okay.
However, that will be it tonight. So I think it will be ending stream now. Unless someone has something that they would like to add while we're still on stream, or anything they'd like to ask, or
Shit nuts.
shit nuts.
Shit nuts.
Shit nuts indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, we can do a quick thing before we end off tonight. Well, we only have one viewer. Would people be all right with answering questions in character?
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Sure.
Well, Namo, or
Sorry,
anyone else.
Salt's not interested in relationship at this time.
Well, if there's any...
Salt can give answers in character, aka whatever fucking character he feels like playing at the moment.
So, if there's any viewers which currently is Namo. Anyone else watching who wants to ask any question of the characters, you have the floor to do so now.
And if you don't want to do so, that's good too. Don't worry. We'll just be disappointed.
Who are you asking, Namo?
Do you want us all to answer that?
Actually,
about
we
our own party members?
Actually, yeah, we can do that.
I don't know these characters, so I don't know.
I mean, let's start with our DM here then, because then it would be Marry, Bang, Kill, Ignore.
Marry, Bang, Kill, Ignore.
Yes, for the DM. Go.
Okay. A banging Salt for sure. Marry. It's probably gonna be Viper. She just seems like a stable person.
Okay.
As for Ignore, it's gonna be Desmond. And Kill is gonna be Matt because he's the one I think I can actually kill of these people.
I'd like to see you try.
You fine, little Mac. I'll take your nuts right off of you.
I mean, and we only have Marry, Bang, Kill options, so who's next?
So it's
you.
Are we doing this from? Yeah, we're doing this
Me?
from the perspective of your character.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not sure our characters really know each other that well yet. But
No,
sure.
I don't think so either. So this is going to be
mean-
entirely based on vibes.
In character,
Mm-hmm.
probably marry Lil Mac.
All
He
right.
seems like a reliable guy. I'm gonna kill Desmond so he can hang with his buddy. And bang Salt, and then he can be whatever roleplay character he would want to be.
All right. Moving on to Desmond, I guess.
He's a simple man.
I'm guessing it's a bit of a tough call.
Marry, Bang, Kill.
Yep. Options are Viper, Lil Mac, and Salt.
Well, Desmond's going to be simple. So you're going to marry the woman, so Viper. You're going to bang the hot dude, Salt. And then you're going to kill Mac. That's just
I'd
really...
like to see you try.
Catch this ghost, bitch.
Right. So next up would then be Lil Mac. Who are you doing what to?
So I think getting out of the first one out of the way, killing Salt.
Killing Salt.
What?
Yes.
I did not see
like
that
to
one
see you
coming.
try.
Why?
I did.
Why?
Oh shit! There was literally a toss up between who to kill between Mac and Salt in my head. I just think I like the way that scruff would feel more than your beard. Sorry.
All right, so we're killing Salt. What about the other two?
The hell, man?
Salt is like there's something about him and his intelligence. Like he likes people who are easier to figure out. So better to just
So you're
to get rid
intimidated.
of them. Yes. Bang Viper
Fair.
because she seems cool enough, but also kind of sketchy. So that's a friend with benefits, and like we both get something out of this. And marry Desmond because so far we've treated each other like an old married couple.
Might as well
that's
actually
amazing. That is amazing.
All right,
Thank
Salt.
you, Nemo, for that question because that was amazing.
No, Salt would marry Lomac because he seems the most useful against Salt's deficiencies. I would bang Desmond because we're both gorgeous and it would be art. And I would kill Viper because she would be jealous of the canvas I painted all across Deadman's backside. And I don't need that kind of heat.
I mean, you're called Salt for a reason. You got plenty to paint with.
I don't think that's why, but all right.
You know what I mean there, Doc. Holy crap. Come
I
on,
So
know,
man.
that's
I
where
know.
all the salt cubes come from.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I will say
eat enough. I don't eat enough pineapple.
I will say on a second look, I probably shouldn't marry Viper because she looks like a character from Fear and Hunger 2.
Look, Desmond married Viper because he's friends with a demon. All right? It's a side grade.
If you got to marry your demon, then you would.
You know, don't judge the bond
And then
man's
you would be that gang leader's daddy.
I would be
Something underlining Lil Mac's choice, by the way, just to give a bit more context for it. Lil Mac's vice is weird.
You're marrying your vice.
I mean, we know he's weird.
It's sounding, isn't it? And I'm not talking about throwing a rope.
No.
See how deep it is.
I mean,
No.
he is throwing something down there and seeing how deep it goes.
Viper's vice is pleasure, so.
Desmond goes to the
Okay.
orphanage to help children.
That's what I'm saying. Viper would be upset. She would be upset about what me and Desmond did together. She'd be jealous.
Hold on, what was your vice again, Salt?
Mine?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Sure, I'm sure the other players would know.
Fair enough.
Secret.
Anyway,
Equine.
this was basically more to give the viewers a bit more time out of the session.
Wait, Nemo, do you have another question? Because we still have 15 minutes.
We do indeed. If
Do you have
people are all
15
right
minutes?
with answering questions again.
I'm fine with answering another if Nemo has more.
Do you have more questions?
I mean, I
then?
have a question for Doc. Have you honored every hydrate that has been sent?
Yes,
Okay. Because I sent a few.
I know.
Oh,
Also, thank you for it.
Namo has something.
How do you picture your retirement?
That's actually a very good question, because that is ultimately what your character is working towards. So actually, yeah, we're gonna indulge. We're gonna
Desmond's
indulge.
buying the orphanage.
Buying the orphanage, becoming the new manager, owner, stuff like that.
And protecting the kids and not letting them get abused by the gangs. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Viper. Sorry, go ahead.
Just cleaning up that one orphanage he always goes to. So he's just going to. That's his retirement. He's going to take care of that and make sure it's in good hands until he's gone. That's all he can guarantee.
Makes very good sense. I could see that being your aimed retirement. I do not blame you for that one. We'll go through you. Does anyone want to volunteer to be next? If not, I'm just calling someone out. Viper.
Call us out already. A nice quiet house Writing crimi novels.
So basically writing your confessions.
Yes, but flavored as I didn't do it.
Of
The
course.
characters I'm writing about did it.
Wait,
Of course.
wasn't that a movie recently with like that Howard lady?
I don't
Think
know.
so? I think so.
Henry Cavill. Argyle.
I honestly do not know.
Argyle.
This is just the first thing that popped up in my head for her.
Seriously,
so.
look up the movie Argyle. It's like fucking.
Argyle.
It's got that Howard lady that was in Jurassic Park movies, and it's got Henry Cavill.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie.
The greater
Lil
the
Mac?
spy, the bigger the lie.
Yeah, she writes novels, and suddenly the novels start happening around her, and she has no idea why.
That's kind of cool.
Lil Mac, retirement plans?
Yeah, so I once saw an old magazine talking about like mansion and palm trees and like those rum plantations, whatnot. Kind of want one of those.
How's
Sounds
he going
cool.
to get a tropical environment when there's no sun?
I don't fucking know.
I love it. I love it.
I
All
want
the
it.
dreams, sir.
I'm going to get
about
a
it.
fake
It
sun.
sounds
I'm going to get a
nice.
fake sun that runs on whale juice. You son of a bitch.
Oh, that is wonderful.
It's like something. I'm going to have a golden toilet. Why? Because I want it. You son of a bitch.
I can already see an analog to your character from Peaky Blinders, Arthur, a little bit. All right, moving on. Salt, what does your retirement look like?
Well, this is kind of a struggle because Salt doesn't look at money as the goal. Money is just how you keep score. So I don't think he would retire until he is definitively the richest person in the world because he wants that high score.
Wow.
So basically,
Would
your
it be
retirement
status or money.
Well, money's just the easiest way to keep score.
So
Okay,
basically,
so if you
your
were able to retire
retirement.
with status, would that count? Or would it have to be like Emperor of the World to satisfy Saul?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want to be the emperor of the world because in his mind, that's not the person with the crown is just the face of whoever really runs things. But he's very much in it for the love of the game. He takes way too much joy out of doing the job. He just lucked into finding, what do they say? Find something you love.
Something you love, you never work a day in your
pays
life.
you,
Yeah.
and you never work a day in your life. That's really where Salt is. So he just wants to be able to look across the table at every other gang, at every other person who leads a gang, and be able to confidently think they know me and my crew are better than them, and I've got the money to prove that we're better because we've stolen it all from them.
So
He
what
wants
I'm
to be the
seeing your
legend.
retirement
Salt's not
being
gonna
then
live
is that your retirement is not so much getting out of this thing, it is no longer actively doing it, but now managing others who do it for you and with you under your name. It's no longer being
Shadow
a crew,
broker.
it is being a gang boss or something of that ilk.
Or an information, a shadow broker.
Yeah, but even then, there are going to be nights where he slips on a disguise and sneaks out and goes and he breaks into like the local baker's shop to go in and steal his bread recipe just because that's what he likes to do, man.
You can't get the game out of this guy.
I waited for you. Snap.
Yeah. Yeah, and he would go to like the most exclusive casino in disguise and talk his way in when he actually owns the whole place. So like he could literally just walk in as himself and walk in, but that's not the point.
He is pen testing his own
that's
people.
Just how he that it's the love of the game, man. It's the love of the game.
Let's see. We still have a little bit of time left over. Let's see. We did have one more question for Nama. If you have to die on a heist gone wrong, how do you want your end to be like? We'll start from the other end this time, if you don't mind. Salt. Heist has gone wrong, but you do get to pick how you go out. How does Salt go out?
It's going to be flashing. It's going to be noisy. And it's going to be with the purpose of getting the rest of the crew out safely. Because the only thing he cares more about than the score is his people.
All right. Lil Mac, heist has gone to shit. You're gonna die, but you do get to pick how.
My gut reaction, you know that scene where he yells, I'm not locked in here with you, you're locked in here with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
Cornered
like
rat.
just a cornered honey badger, more like.
Yeah. Well, same
Like
deal. but
he's
different
gonna
animal.
tear as many
Fighting.
people apart as he can before he goes down.
It really sounds like there's a cutter lost in Lil Mac.
Yes.
There might
There's
be
a
one of
lot
those
of pent
veteran.
down rage.
He might want to spend one of his XP points on that veteran thing and get like a cutter ability or something.
Yeah.
like that
Yeah.
one thing where you count a group encounter as a one-on-one fight.
Yeah.
I mean, would match.
And now you've planted that in my head. That might happen.
There you go. Yeah, you should do it.
Moving on to Viper then.
Probably with some kind of mocking comments towards whoever kills her. I don't think it's gonna be anything flashy, but just possibly spitting blood in their face or something. Yeah.
And just thinking,
No.
you'll have to get tested now.
Viper. You got to think more deadly. Your name, Viper. Why don't you go adjacent? Cobra. You break a poison pill in your mouth and you spit it in their face.
That works. Still want to be the whole thing of spitting blood in their face, though. So we'll be both.
See, I was just kind of thinking mid raid suddenly the syphilis finally takes hold.
No.
Oh, God damn it.
Jesus, man. No, that's too flashy.
I was
Spits at the
thinking,
guy and says, "That's probably the deepest you've ever been inside a woman."
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
more.
something like that. Given what she does in the heist, it's going to be a case of someone just stabbing her or something. I don't know.
I was thinking it was going to be something along the lines of you're going to exit this world the way you came in. Crying,
No.
screaming, pooping, and covered in blood.
No.
Oh, I thought she was going to say that to them, and they're like, "What are you going to do? Suffocate him with your vagina?" I'm so confused on this attack method.
And finally,
But yeah,
Desmond.
no, that just spitting in their face, making a mocking comment.
Spitting in their face. Okay, are you charging them for this service?
No.
Spitting in their face and degrading them.
And these out for free.
you
No
boy.
wonder you and Desmond get along.
You spat.
Yeah,
You,
like that little boy.
you spat them in their face, and you go, "You're going to see my face in your dreams every night, as well as when you jerk off."
Yes, mommy.
All right.
Oh no!
I know, man.
Sorry. I have to say, all right, mom.
Moving on to Desmond. Desmond, you're going to die in a heist. How do you want to go out?
Well,
His demon mommy comes to take him.
let's just say that whatever happened to Desmond at that last moment, nobody is going to be quite sure of it. Nobody's going to know where the other party is either, and people don't go to that part of that house/city anymore.
Nice.
Understandable. And let's see. We did have a question. Let's see here. Does your character have a secret so embarrassing they would rather die than to admit it? However, I'm sorry, we do not have the time for that. Sorry, guys, you're just going to have to hold your secrets.
I have a quick answer to that. Yes, spits blood in face.
All right, we're going to round it up here tonight, people.